Trenton.
Welcome. We're drinking straight up balsamic vinegar.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I think it went bad. Today we are talking about The Bachelorette, Season 9, Episode 4. This episode takes place in Atlantic City.
Is that by the Atlantic Ocean? No.
Yeah, that's why it's called Atlantic City.
Oh, so Atlanta is by the Atlantic Ocean. That makes sense.
Okay, you go read a map. I'll keep doing this. And so this entire episode, Des is like crazy with the eyeshadow, like silver, like neon green. It's like
when in Rome. So when we get to Atlantic City,
they're all sharing like one bedroom. And they're way too excited about it.
So first up, we have Brad on a solo date with good old Des Hot Sook.
They start out at a candy store.
I could tell that Des was on a rag because she's like, "Have a chocolate!"
And then she got it all over her face and she was like, "Who gives a shit?" All the guys sitting in the hotel could see them on the date, like down on the pier. And Zach was like full on, just like, "What's going on?" Brad and Des go to like a beautiful restaurant to have dinner, and then here's a reenactment of their dinner. Imagine that for like 3 hours.
So they climb 40 flights of stairs up to this lighthouse, and then Des is like, "Okay, great. So, yeah, there's no connection. Bye."
Yeah. You could have done that at the bottom of the stairway.
Ground floor.
Brad like goes to town on the waterworks, and I was like, "Oh, so that domestic violence charge was actually her beating you."
Yeah. So next we have the group date, the Mr. America of the Bachelor pageant. Michael G is the most excited. He's like, "I've always dreamed of being Mr. America."
JK, Miss America.
So then they hire this world-renowned pageantry coach named Christopher Dean, and he comes out and he's like, "Hey, boy, and continue to explore yourselves." Yes.
So I'll come over and help and explore the rest of you later.
Why won't this pause?
Casey comes out first, wearing like the most god-awful red pants. And I was like, "Casey, I have no idea what you said, but your pants told me everything I need to know." Chris didn't have to wear heels for his talent portion. Alright, so Chris Harrison is about to announce the winner at the end, and he's like, "Finally, the moment we've all been waiting for."
And the guys are like, "No, the moment we've all been waiting for."
Alright, so Casey wins the pageant. Whatever. So anyway, then we got like a party after the pageant. Chris, he's like, "I quit baseball." We don't know if it's like professional baseball or he's just like, "I quit Little League." And then I started writing poetry. And frankly, he's lucky that Des is impressed by rhyming because it wasn't good. If anybody ever tried to write me poetry, I'd be like, "I'm sorry, I have to go walk in traffic."
Yes. I'd be like, "Oops, was that my boot in your face?"
Hey, scoot.
Nuts.
See, Des would love that.
So then we have the one-on-one where James takes Des on a bummer date.
Go to up in a helicopter to see a bunch of Hurricane Sandy wreckage.
Meet Manny and Jen.
Right, an old people couple who like lost their home and everything in Hurricane Sandy.
Yeah.
Des and James are like, we should give them the rest of our date as like a consolation. As if sitting on a couch on top of a roof and then watching some unknown artist play music you don't fucking know makes up for losing your home. And they're like, "We're heroes."
And I'm all for charity, but watching two old people entertain themselves is the last thing I'd want to watch.
Well, now we don't need to donate because I feel like that I gave a lot of my time watching them on their date. That's a charity right there.
I'm good for the year.
I'm a hero.
I'm a hero. I'm going to write that off on my taxes. Then there was Hootie, minus the blowfish.
But the old people are probably like, "Who the fuck is Darius Rucker?" And they're like, Hootie. And they're like, "Who the fuck is Hootie?" Like, "Oh, you mean the owl who lives in a house now?" Long story short, James gets a rose.
C.
Yeah, Zach with a C. He He didn't get a rose.
And he was
I
shocked.
was like, why? You haven't had a single conversation with Des.
She's had more conversations with the eyeshadow palette. So that's it for
today.
Yay. Tune in next week to see what's going to happen. I mean, what do you think is happening next week?
Frankly, I think Juan Pablo's English is getting worse.
Gato?
Desiree.
Oh. Gato.
You gotta